Hey everybody, Scott here for the Helix channel. It's Tuesday, and today I've been hard at work. Just slaving away on the Hysteria Classic Albums preset package. Working on a couple of I'm working up the first 3 tunes at the moment, and I think I've decided that what I'm going to do, instead of showing my progress as I go, I'm just going to finish it, do one massive video that demonstrates all the sounds, and it'll probably take me a weekend to shoot it, but fuck it, in 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks from now, it's going to take that long. So I'm just going to go about my business with tutorials, free sets, name that riff shit, the usual, until I'm done with it. And also, just keep you up to date on the stuff that's going on with this thing. I got my 920D Les Paul wiring harness in the mail. And this is probably the most basic one. It's the 50s Les Paul wiring. It's very, it's just a simple 500K pots, long shaft, long split shaft, CTS, of course, with some orange drop, capacitors in between. And, just as simple as it gets, but this really makes a difference in the sound. At least it did in my friend's Les Paul. And this is, I put the exact same thing in his Les Paul that I'm going to put into this. It's going to go like that. I don't know how it's going to go. There you go. No. Like that. There it is. Jesus, that took long enough. And the final pickup showed up. The PAF Master neck pickup. Good times. I'm going to... Here's what I'm going to do. Get over here, you bastard. I'm taking the DiMarzio Super Distortion out of here, and I'm going to put it right there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I'm going to make it zebra just like this one. So I'm going to paint one of the over one of the pickups. You won't know. Well, you might know. Nobody else will. I just love the zebra look. It's cool to me. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted a guitar with zebra pickups. Oh, childish thoughts and whatnot. But anyway, today I have a fun free set for you. It will be a free set as soon as I get up on my website, which probably won't be up there till tomorrow. I'll send it to my web guy tonight. Hopefully it'll be on the free presets page by tomorrow. You can email me for it, and I'll send it to you before then. It uses a pair of 3 Sigma Audio IRs. We're going to go over to the Helix. I'm going to show you everything about it. But what it is it sort of builds on the concept that I've shown you a few times in the past, where you take 2 very different tones, blend them together to get something more than the sum of their parts, and more usable, and just great sounding. So, Okay, what's going on with this one? It's got a little gate, because these pickups in this Strat are, like vintage 50s style pickups, because this is a Jimmy Vaughn Strat, and he's a vintagey kind of guy. I am going to be swapping these out for some DiMarzio quiet pickups, though. Some Area 58s, and whatever goes in the bridge. I'm not sure what that's going to be, but I'm taking the pickups out of the Parker. I'm cannibalizing that guitar's pickups and using them for other things. What are you going to do? Because I love those Area 58s. But so what's going on here, and basically I'm using my expression pedal trick where I assign the gain to add boost for a lead thing. And it's really easy to do. All you do is hit the menu button, hit controller assign, go to the parameter you want to change, set it to expression pedal 2, which is the default of the expression, set the minimum and maximum values, and then you are set. And I'm doing a couple of things. So we're split into 2 paths. I've got a pitch shifter on top. On the bottom, I've got a flanger. So I'm using multiple forms of modulation for this one to get a unique sound. The top amp is set so that and let me just play you a little bit of it. It's set so that the sound is very, it's low on bottom end and it's kind of bright. So it's, Probably need a little more volume than that because that was a little bit quieter than the bottom one. So the top amp is very bright, not a lot of bottom end. I'm using a Fender 1A IR on top, and it's set fairly bright. The EQ is also helping that, enhancing it. So I'm pulling down a bunch of bottom end using the Cali Q graphic and some mids, and there's a reverb on top. Now, when we go to the bottom, or we isolate the bottom, so I just isolate it by telling it to only play the top path. Man, I'm fumbling over my words today. It's like I'm on drugs, on the cocaine, but I'm not. So the bottom one, much more full sound. Turn on the volume on this. Whoopsie, I forgot how to play that part. So the bottom one is much warmer, and let me show you what it's like. In the settings, it's got some more bass, it's got more mids, less treble. And the other settings, no presence, not as much ripple. Now, I'm also doing the, using the master, you'll see that I'm boosting the volume with that. And doing the exact same thing, just hit the menu, controller assign, scroll to the parameter you want to control, which happens to be the master. I'm going to bring it up a little bit more. So what we're able to do with that, and let's go to this one too, and change that as well to make it a little bit more. There, now we've got some master control using the expression as well. So it's how you get a lead boost using the expression pedal. That's how I prefer to do it. Now the IR is the high watt, and the EQ, not pulling out as much low end, is pulling out a bunch of mids and some highs. So we're accentuating the bottom end. And then there's a flanger. So when you combine the flanger with the pitch shifter, you get a really cool sound. And it sounds like this. Pretty cool. So this tone would be great for funk stuff, you know. Or, you know. That kind of stuff. Or just for a, you know, a mellow. Pardon me, let me try it again. You know, just a cool, clean tone. And let me pull the volume back. Pushing up the expression pedal, we get our lead boost. So I've also set it up so that the reverb increases a little bit when you get your lead sound. You know, it's just the kind of thing that I like to do with my presets, and it enhances the experience. There you go, everybody. I know I sound like I'm on cocaine today. I think I had some tea earlier. Well, I know I had some tea, but I think, you know, maybe I had a little bit of, I just spit a little bubble out of my mouth. You know, a little bit of caffeine for the first time in a while, because I'm trying to not drink soda anymore. It's hard, though. It's my only vice. It's my drug of choice. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't even smoke pot. I tried the edibles on the Y&T tour and I didn't like them. Not for me. So, I had one vice and, I'm trying to give it up. What the hell's left? I guess guitars. All right, fair enough. So, I will see you tomorrow for Name That Riff. Prepare yourself, gird your loins. It's gonna happen. So, come on back. I'll see you tomorrow. And until then, rock on.